The EU and UK approached a terminal rupture 5 years before the country voted for Brexit, a Europe expert once claimed. In recent months, Brussels has hampered trade between Britain and Northern Ireland by being inflexible on strict post-Brexit customs checks on goods at the border. The EU's stubborn stance on Northern Ireland has resulted in food shipments to the country being delayed, and an effective ban on almost 300 medicines being imported. EU bosses have insisted they need to protect the single market and that the UK agreed to these checks in the withdrawal agreement. Brussels even took legal action against the UK government over the situation, and EU-British relations have nosedived as a result. However, even before Brexit, Britain's ties with its European neighbours were nearly ripped apart over a deal to tackle the eurozone crisis, according to an unearthed account. Then Prime Minister David Cameron was the only European leader to veto the agreement, which aimed to save the bloc's ailing currency, the euro. Speaking on Episode 1 of the 2019 BBC documentary, Inside Europe, 10 Years of Turmoil, the former Prime Minister's Europe advisor Ivan Rogers said this caused a moment of near-terminal rupture between the UK and the EU. Mr Cameron was battling growing anti-EU sentiment among Conservative backbench MPs ahead of his showdown with his EU counterparts at a summit in Brussels. He had also vowed to return to London with concessions for the capital's financial services sector. But Mr Cameron was met with strong opposition, especially in the form of French President Nicolas Sarkozy, who rejected his unacceptable demands. He subsequently voted against the agreement in 2011, which the Tories hailed as the first time a prime minister had vetoed an agreement since Britain joined the European Community in 1973. Mr Rogers said, "He gets cheered to the echo in the House of Commons, gets a poll boost from it. You know, I vetoed the treaty. I'm the first British Prime Minister to have the guts to veto a treaty, but of course, privately, he's saying to us, when push comes to shove, these people are always going to put their own interests and the euro's interests first, and they are always going to try to find a route around me." Mr Cameron eventually conceded to hold an in-out referendum on the UK's EU membership.